Hey guys, it's Alice. So for today's video, I thought I would do a back to school kind of haul video because I now have pretty much everything that I need. So I'm just going to jump straight in and show you everything. I've got two boxes full of stuff. And yeah, I'm just going to jump straight in and get started. So there are a couple of things that I'm going to be reusing from last year, my last academic course, but I will tell you as and when. So the first thing is this backpack. That's my dishwasher beacon because it's just a blue Gen Sport backpack. Because I got to carry a lot of textbooks, I thought a backpack might be better than a handbag. And I have used this bag a couple of times for various things. And it's really comfortable. It's got like really padded straps. So this will be my bag of choice. And obviously when I start back at college, I will show you what's in here. The other thing that I'm going to reuse, this is my pencil case from last year. This is the Filofax confetti pencil case. If you want to see what's in here, I will happily show you because I find it interesting. So yeah, so that is something that I use every day anyway. So yeah, so I'm going to start with folders because I'm doing 4 classes. I'm doing a study skills class, I'm doing psychology, sociology and law, which is really exciting. And for each course I've got a lever arch file, a ring binder and a smaller, thinner folder. And the thinner folders are going to be for assignments. So I've got blue, my lever arch files in blue and ring binders in blue. I've labelled all of them as well. And then inside these, I've all got dividers with the units on. This is my study skills set. I've kept them all the same colour as well. Then I've got I think these are my sociology folder. So again, this one will come to college with me, this one will stay at home. I have law, again, ring binder and lever arch file. And psychology, you can't get this colourway in, I got these in Rhymes, but you can't get this colourway anymore. I'll show you the colourway, but yeah, so these are all of the filing systems that I'm going to use, and I've just got them in this big box. So yeah, got to get them all back in there now. So the other set folders I've got are these really thin ones. These were the set from last year that I got. So I've got my law, my psychology and my sociology folder in here. And as you can see, my mum very kindly helped me label them all. So those were from last year. This is this year's colourway. I'm going to go back and get the yellow and the red one. And I just put this one here for my study skills class. So then on to like textbooks and things like that. And then a bit of random stuff. So I'm going to show you my textbooks first. I had to get 5 mandatory texts, and then with optional textbooks that I can get. I haven't got the optional ones as of yet, but I probably will get a couple of them. So the first 2 are for psychology. So I got the AQA Psychology for A-level Year 1 in AS book. Yeah, really good. I did an introduction to psychology course before, so there are things in here that I find useful. So yeah, I've got that. And then I've got the Year 2 book as well. This is very heavy, so I'm probably not gonna take both in at once because this will break my back. Then I have my law textbook. I like to, if you can see here, in my textbook I've got loads of tabs. I like to tab each chapter so I can easily get to it. So if we like chapter 5 or that, I can just pick up the tab that says chapter 4, for example, and then I've got the unit. Then I've got my 2 sociology books. I actually still need to tab one. I've got this one, which is the AQA A-level Year 1 sociology book. I've never done anything sociology-wise before, so I've been reading this a bit, and then again I tab each of the sections. I find it useful as well because I can easily get to a unit, so yeah. But I haven't tabbed like the sections. But I have found this one on my college, like digital library as well. So yeah. And then I have this big sociology and perspectives textbook, which I actually still need to tab, so I'm gonna leave this out. But yeah, it's a hefty bugger. So hopefully I won't have to lug this around with me to college because it weighs a ton. But I'm gonna put that one over there to to remind myself to tab that one. So on to notepads. My theory is I'm going to have a notepad for each class. So I've got my sociology notepads. These are the pucker pads. I do prefer the pucker pads. But yeah, I've got one each of these for class. And then I can tab them. I don't like the ones that are already tabbed because they don't have the hole punching and they're not as wide. But yeah, the pucker pads or the Oxford Campus pads. I got these for £3 each in Tesco on Club Card offer. So I have, and I've also got my sociology one. I've got my law one. I've got my psychology one. And I don't know if I'm going to need one for study skills, but I've got one anyway. And then to go with that, which I think I might end up putting in my binders, I've got these proper wallets. So I've got psychology, law, sociology, and study skills. Again, I don't know if I'll need binders and things for study skills, but I've got one just in case. So that's kind of everything in the boxes, but I have got a few more random bits that I'm going to show you. So the other thing I've got is some flashcards. I've had these for ages and just never used them. They're just small record cards. I've got a bunch of different ones, so I'm going to just shove these in there. And then I've got my File Effects Clipbook that I'm going to use as my academic planner. So what I've done, I've got a section with my academic planner in, and then because there's not a lot of space to write down like assignments and things, I've got my course information, assessment log, and then my planner units and the textbooks, and then I've got a to-do list sheet in the back, and I've got that for each subject within my planner. I just thought I was going to take one of my Moonlight File Effects, but I thought this might be better, like more thinner. Then I've got a pucker pad, refill pad, just in case. And then I've got some plastic wallets as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to use plastic wallets or if I'm going to whole bunch of things, but these plastic wallets are the best. They're from Tesco's, and yeah, so I've got a full box of stuff. So yeah, it's going to be busy, but I might film kind of a prep video as well at some stage. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Bye.